All right. Shout out to everybody watching, man. It's your boy Bonnie Killer 4-5. Please say the 4-5, ladies and gentlemen. He out here, man. My co-host right there, Honor and Crime. Best ever.
That's me.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we about to start the show. About to kick it off. Let me tell everybody in the Discord real quick. Also, this show is sponsored by Rise Badge Grinder. If you're looking for somebody to grind your badge because you don't have the time to do it because you're busy with your normal day stuff in life, go to Rise Badge Grinder. They'll get you right for the whole week. But you know, if you want that rush job, you gotta pay extra for that rush job. Okay? But they got premium packages, they'll get you right. Rise Badge Grinder. He'll hook you up. Just tell them Uncle Bonnie send you, okay? And he'll hook you up. All right? $30 off if you use my name. Okay? Rise Badge Grinder. Remember, you don't have the time and you got things going on, go to Rise Badge Grinder. They get you right. All right. So this part of that episode, ladies and gentlemen, shout out to everybody watching, man. Shout out to everybody watching. You know, it's been a minute. But we back, man. Season 23. We got a couple things we need to talk about, go over a couple games and stuff like that. We're trying to do the G League. I want to kick the G League off by next week. Yeah, the next week I want to kick the G League off and get it going. Let me just tell everybody that the show. Yeah, sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, so we starting this.
Where up, bro?
We doing this right now, all right? So just remember, next week we want to kick off the G League. Let me see. The G League.
27, 28, next week Monday?
Yeah, next week Monday.
That's the 27th, everybody. And 27.
Let's start the G League up. Rolling. Listen, I know a lot of people is saying, "Oh, Bonnie, you know, I've been an all-star. Can I get my team in there?" Yeah, you can get your team in there. I don't have a problem getting your team in there, but you guys gotta understand that it's for the people that's starting off in the league or trying to get things kicked off, you know what I'm saying, with their team. All right, this is not for people who've been in the top 8, the top 5. Okay, this is for people who've been at the low of the totem pole throughout the seasons in my league. So say for instance, my team is ass. I ain't gonna even front. They don't practice. We don't come out on the floor. So right now, the last time we played in the WWL, we was like 12-10 in the Eastern Conference. Teams like that, if you're in the bottom tier, that means like if you're 9-10 and you want to get some type of foundation, something going on with the fundamentals, you want to get grounded, the G League is for you. All right. A lot of people have to go back down to come back up. You know what I'm saying? So the G League is a way of going down and coming back up. You know what I'm saying? So don't take it no knock, but we don't want it to be souped up either. You know what I'm saying? This is for people who's just starting out or people who's on the come up. That's what the G League is about. All right. So let me just throw out the flyer so you guys can see the flyer that we wanted to start up this past week, this last week, yesterday actually, I said this past week, but yesterday, but it couldn't get started. So we're gonna start it next Tuesday. All right, I'm entering my team in there. I'm still looking for a consistent center or back end. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm really missing is just one more piece, or actually two more pieces. You know what I'm saying? Two more pieces that's consistent. All right. Once I get that, I'm good to go. All right. All right. So last week we kicked off the Pro League. Shout out to everybody who came through and support. I know everybody did. A lot of people flaked out because they couldn't rhythm shoot and all this nonsense, yada yada yada. But like I said, I seen a lot of people now trying to rhythm shoot than last year. You know what I'm saying? So they fixed it. We hold off a little bit on it because we wanted to make sure that they fix it before we implement it back into the league. So they fixed it. We happy to say rhythm shooting is back in the WWL, but starting for next season for the pro. That will be season 24 for the pros, okay? Season 23, we're gonna keep it going. No rhythm shooting, all right, for season 23. All right. So we got a couple of teams that played last week, played their games, had a couple of good series going on, and we just want to touch base on it and talk about that. All right. So for the first series, we got Just Hoop and Pink Taco. Just Hoop, they've been in my league before. You know, Pink Taco, shout out to Towels and Dice and a couple of them boys over here, man. Crystal, I think this is somebody new they add on the team. Flip and Towels add on the team. I heard her calling her name, so she been balling, playing as center. She been doing pretty good.
Nice.
All right. So Just Hoop won this game 60-57. This is week 1. All right. We couldn't do conference week because it's not a lot of teams. So I put everybody in one conference and battle it out. All right. And this week is rivalry week. All right. Week 2. We in week 2 right now. Rivalry week. All right. So just Hoop and against Pink Taco 60-57. Leading scorer is over here is Cole Fade. He got 16 points, 2 assists, 1 steal. He shot 7 for 15 from the field, 2 for 5 from the 3-point line. And on the losing side, Crystal had 18 points, 10 rebounds, 3 assists. She had a double-double, 8 for 10 from the field, 2 for 3 from the 3-point line. And Just Hoop won that game out, that little series. All right, second game, Pink Tacos came back winning 68-64. Who's the leading scorer over here? Taylor P. He had 18 points, 3 assists, 7 for 9 from the field, 2 for 4 from the 3-point line. On the losing side, Just Hoop, we got Please No Fade with 26 points, 1 rebound, 5 assists. He shot 9 for 12 from the field and 8 for 10 from the 3-point.
That
So
Dice
shout
had
out.
the better stat line.
Yeah, he did.
5 times. He was efficient.
Yeah, very, very. So, I saw these two teams playing. It was a good series. I'm not gonna lie, it was a good series. I like Please No Fade. I like the fact that how he was talking, communicating. Kind of remind me of you, big bro. You know what I'm saying? He's setting up the guys. I checked out their stream, and please believe I do go on your stream and check out your games. If I don't check it out live, I always go back and check out the past games. All right, so trust me, I'll be in your stream sometimes live. You can ask some of these players. I'll be up in there supporting. All right, and seeing what's going on, seeing what new to take from a team and maybe implement it in my own. But yeah, please Please no fade. He was good. I like how he talked. He communicated in a stretch. I think it was the other game they played. The first box score, that was the second game. But they was about to lose the game, and he called a timeout, and he like, listen, he took the game by command, and he ran the floor like a real floor general. You know what I'm saying? And I commend him for that. A lot of point guards don't do that today. You know what I'm saying? He saw the mismatches. He took advantage of the mismatches. He was calling it out. I was like, that's a point guard. A lot of cats I come across call themselves point guard, ain't point guards. You know what I'm saying? And I really like how he worked the floor. He tried to get everybody involved, as you can see. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty much even. You know what I'm saying? Some people have 5 shots. You know what I'm saying? Some people had 6. But the second person with the highest shot was the shooting guard, and he didn't shoot bad. You know what I'm saying? With the other game, the other game. Let me go back to the other game.
You talking about game 1 or game 2?
This is game 1. It's really game 2. Game 1 is really game 2. This box score right here. This is the one that they almost lost. And Pink Taco almost came back on them. You know what I'm saying? He as you can see, look at the turnover. So they really try to win this game. Like I said, he took command of this game. The first game they lost, but he pretty much everything is even, as you can see. Everything is pretty much even. He took more of the mismatch. He had a mismatch and he started calling it out. So shout out to Just Hoop. All right, moving on to the second series. We have Machete Boys against Rigids. Ragies. I'm pronouncing that. Oh boy, let me see. Yeah. All right. So
Ragazzi.
Yeah, Ragazzi. So Machete Boys end up winning this game 65-61. Shout out to Majestic, one of my day one top supporters. Majestic. He had the crew back. Blave, Honcho, Scarface, Demi, the original Machete Boys. So shout out to these guys coming through again for me. Shout out to Madden Head. He been in my league a couple times. Madden Head, but just couldn't get it right. Hopefully this is the season for him to get it right. So you see Machete Boys end up pulling this win out 65-61. Majestic with 20 points, 5 assists, 4 steals, 7 for 10 from the field, 4 for 7 from the 3-point line. And on the losing side, Slow Hayes, he had 21 points, 1 rebound, 5 assists, and 8 for 17 from the field, 4 for 11 from the 3-point line. So shout out to these boys. They couldn't get the second game going. I don't know what reasons it was, but they couldn't get the second game going. All right. Another series. That one wasn't all that exciting. We got Pink Tacos against Slime Town. Shout out to these boys. I'm not gonna lie. Slime Town almost hit an upset. They almost caught an upset. I'm not gonna lie. Slime Time almost caught an upset on Pink Tacos. All right, so leading the way for Pink Tacos, you got Crystal again. 18 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, 7 for 10 from the field, 4 from the 3-point line. So shout out to Crystal. Good to see a girl coming in here and doing her thing, man. We encourage a lot of girl gamers in the WWL, man. Encourage a lot of girl gamers. So shout out to the girl gamers, man. Also, on the losing side, what we got here? We got Slime Cow, man. 21 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocks, 10 for 10 from the field. So shout out to Slime Cow. Just Pink Tacos was too much for them going down the stretch. They couldn't execute their offense, but shout out to them boys. Let me see what this other game they had here. All right, like I said, it got beaten, but it wasn't blown out. All right, so they lost 78-73. Pink Tacos beating Slime Town Mafia. We got, who's that? SMG, brother. Well, matter of fact, before I even do it, let me go to the winner's side. We got Flip That Dice with 23 points, 2 rebounds, 13 assists, 10 for 12 from the field, 3 for 4 from the 3-point line. Shout out to Flip That Dice for Pink Tacos, leading the way for Pink Tacos. On the losing side, we got our SMG brother, TLG with 22 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 8 for 10 from the field, 6 for 7 from the 3-point. Shout out to them boys. Pink Taco for winning this game. Looked like it was a little fight. To check the box scores. Yeah. It wasn't crazy. It was a fight. So shout out to them. Yeah.
Figure out where's that they lost. They dropped it.
I feel like it was probably poor execution coming down the stretch. They both had 7 turnovers, so it came down to execution down the stretch, and execution also comes with momentum. Momentum is a big thing, ladies and gentlemen. On a front like this, not, but it's a big thing. Oh, one of the top teams to look out for. This team made their debut in the WWL League. I want to say season 22 or season 21. No, I'm lying. They made their debut in the G League. Florida Elite. Ladies and gentlemen.
22.
They made their debut in the G League season 1. That was the ending of 2K25 last year.
Right. Yeah. Season 22, right?
No, the first season of G League. Nah, the first season of the G. This is their first time in the pros.
You separated.
Yeah.
I get it.
This is their first actual season in the pros. They was top contender in the G League. Shout out to these boys, man. They wasn't scared to come out and showcase their talent, man. Shout out to Nas. I gotta fix his name too, man. I gotta change his name on the roster. He changed it. He paid for a name change. I gotta remember to do that. All right, so they end up beating Florida Elite. End up beating We Done Ones 94-91. Leading the way is Naze with 38 points, 10 assists, 14 for 22 from the field, 8 for 15 from the 3-point line. Even though he had 8 turnovers, but he still led the way. On the losing side of We Done Ones, we have GT Sniper 4KT, 32 points, 3 assists, 2 steals. He shot 12 for 18 from the field, 8 for 13 from the 3-point line. All right, so that was game 1. Game 2, let's take a look. Game 2, we had Florida Elite 94-81 against We Done Ones. Naze had 35 points, 1 rebound, 7 assists, and 1 steal. He shot 13 for 25 from the field, 7 for 15 from the 3-point line. Okay, on the losing side, we had Sniper again. Sniper 4KT with 30 points, 1 rebound, 4 assists, 2 steals, 11 for 16 from the field, 4 for 7 from the 3-point line. Shout out to them boys right there. That was a good series. All right. Let's go. We have Florida Elite against the Machete Boys. Florida Elite 67-56. We have Yaze, which is Naze, the point guard. He changed his name. I gotta put it on the roster. He had 30 points. 12 assists, and what's that? 12 points, 2 steals. He shot 10 for 17 from the field, 10 for 13 from the 3-point line. On the losing side, we have Majestic. He had 19 points, 7 assists, 8 for 9 from the field, 0 for 1 from the 3-point line. They beat him 67-56. Not bad. It was a fight.
Shooting over.
Oh, you want to look at that?
Yeah, Scarface 3 for 10. Even though he had 16 points, assists, 3 for 10 is 16 for 19 is really bad as far as shooting from it.
Who?
On the losing side.
Scarface. Scarface.
Yeah, Machete Boys 6 for 19. He's just not.
Yeah. Scarface had a bulk of the shots, and I guess he just couldn't capitalize. 5 for 13 from the field, 3 for 10 from the 3-point line. Yeah, he had at least 30 points, man. 5 for 13. Yeah, about like 25, 26 points. At least 26 points. Yeah.
And that between turnovers.
Yeah, the turnovers too that killed them. Turnovers killed them a lot. So they probably was pressing them, blitzing them.
Probably. And then of course, Darsky he's fishing.
Yeah.
Like you said. That's a great stat line, right? That's a really good stat line.
Moving on to game 2.
Mm-hmm.
Moving on to game 2, we got Florida Elite over the Machete Boys, 95-64. We got Stop CJ. He had 37 points, 3 steals, and he shot 13 for 18, 11 for 14 from the field. He led the way for Florida Elite to beat up on Machete Boys. Machete Boys Cutlass looked like it was dull, boy. Boys couldn't cut back on defense. They was killing them on defense and offense. 29 points, 1 quarter, 19 points, 28 points. Listen, Machete Boys can show that they score what, 64. If you could score 64 to 70 points, that means you can score. But defensively, you gotta cut this out. Can't have these. Yeah, you can't have 20. You can't have a team score 29 points a quarter. That means your defense need to be fixed. All right. So that
I want to say something else before you.
Go ahead.
I want to, give a shout out once again to Yarsky as well. It's try to preach this with shot first type guards and everything. This looked like I really would like to see how many actual reads he made. But these 2 games, scoring and passing, getting your team involved, this is the way you're supposed to play as a point guard. Get your team involved, get everything like that. Hey, if you're watching the stream,
your mic breaking up, bro.
Shout outs to Yarsky. Take notes. That's how you're supposed to play point guard. These are the numbers that point guards are supposed to have.
Mm-hmm.
If you're going to have 20 points, 15, 20 points, have high in assists and everything. Show the balance that you can do as far as getting your team involved.
Yeah.
All around. Look at these stat lines. 2 guard got 37. Your lock or your small forward got 20. Even your got 12 and 14 is efficient.
Oh, that's good. That's what you gotta do. Your point guard. A lot of people don't understand. Your point guard is not just about scoring. Your point guard is you the floor general, bro. Ladies and gentlemen, you the floor general. Everybody on your team, you should be checking the box score. Okay, I see already. This person got amount of touches. Let me get this person involved. Don't force it. If you try to get them in the game, listen. Just tell them. This is what I do sometimes when I'm in the rec and I'm playing with the randoms. I say, yo, listen. Or I'm playing with my friends. I say, yo, listen. I'm not going to force the ball to you right now. This is not your game right now. This is his game, or this is this other person's game. You see, you're quarterback. You're not trying to have turnovers. You're trying to execute every time down on the court. You know what I'm saying? If you're not the peekaboo person, you know what I'm saying? If you're not that type of person that dribble head, but you can manage the floor, you can do that. Look at Joe Nose. Joe Nose ain't no dribble god, but he can manage the floor and he can get a bucket. He knows to get people involved in the game, and that's what you got to do. Get people involved in the game. You got weapons around you. Use your weapons. When you use your weapons, it's an easier game for you. Now you can play off of that person that they watching, and that's how you implement other plays. You know what I'm saying? But some people don't do that. You know what I'm saying? And trust me, I've been in some games and I'd have to just shake my head live on the stream. And I start put the face cam now because I want people to see my face and my reaction now. Like, yo, if I'm playing with a point guard that's disgusting, I'll just make some crazy faces. But you need to get as a point guard, you need to get your people involved. Get your people involved. That's the main key. Get your people involved. But let's get back to it. For the losing sides, we got Heat Jones 0-7, 24 points, 1 rebound, 3 steals. He shot 8 for 12 from the field, 3 for 5 from the 3-point line. So right now we got Jones and Scarface, who's really holding down the team. They was taking the bulk of the action, but they were shooting efficient. Wasn't bad either from Scarface. 19 points, 2 rebounds, 6 assists. He shot 18 for 13 from the field, 3 for 6 from the 3-point line. That's not bad. Everybody else got to step their game up, man. And this is why I say you got to look on the court, identify the mismatches. All right, we got sour buckets over. What's this team? Faces of Adversity. All right, they're new to the team. To my league, I mean. Oh man, they're new to the league. So we got Sour Buckets over Faces of Adversity, 76-70. We got Piranha. We got Piranha with 30 points, 1 rebound, 15 assists, and he shot 10 for 12 from the field, 8 for 8 from the 3-point line. Piranha, good job. And then we got on the losing side, Nas BX TV, 32 points, 11 assists. He shot 11 for 16 from the field, 9 for 13 from the 3-point line. Shout out to them. Second game we got Sour Buckets again. Sour Buckets over Face of Adversity, 71-61. Piranha with not Piranha, my bad. Born Prodigy with 29 points, 4 assists, 2 steals, 11 for 14 from the field, 7 for 8 from the 3-point line. On the losing side, we have Nas BX TV, 35 points, 1 rebound, 9 assists, and he was 12 for 21 from the field, 9 for 16 from the 3-point line. All right. Shout out to Sour Buckets. One thing I don't understand how my boy LeBron Prodigy now is playing with Sour Buckets. He was playing with VGF. I don't know what transpired during the off season in the summertime with them boys, but hope to see them guys talk it out in rivalry week, man. Definitely can't wait to see that game, man. I want to see that game. I want to see Sour Buckets against VGF. All right, another good game. Here was Sour Buckets against Walk Down. All right, we got on the lose. I see that they didn't even continue this game. 54-28. I see they packed their bags early. Sour Buckets packed they Walk Down early. They walked them down the court, all right, in this game. Golly, Prime. In my prime, now is Prime WD. Boy, I was changing his name, man. What's up with y'all changing y'all name? Y'all be having an identity crisis. Like, yeah. I don't like y'all don't know y'all mess y'all brand up, right? Y'all keep with this changing name. Like, stick to one name, bro. Build your brand. Like, y'all be having some identity crisis. What?
Shout out to Grizz. Shout out to you, boy.
All right, so with Piranha, we got 23. We got 23 points, 1 rebound, 6 assists. 8 for 9 from the field, 7 for 8 from the 3-point line. We got Braun Prodigy that led the way for the win. He had 25 points, 1 assist, 2 for 1 from. He was 9 for 10. From the field, 7 for 7 from the 3-point line. Braun Prodigy is a top player in this league. He's well known. All right, and this young man could never play in the G League. All right. So, Braun Prodigy can't play in the G League. Prime can't play in the G League. Don't even ask, bro. Rico can't play in the G League. Certain teams, y'all always in the top 8 in the conference, so y'all can't play in the G League. All right, so tar buckets, walk them boys down. All right. Okay, well, walk them down came back 85-68. Let's see, Prime leading the way with 42 points, 4 assists. He shot 15 for 19 from the field, 10 for 12 from the 3-point line. And on the losing side, we have Piranha. Piranha with 26 points, 7 assists. He shot 10 for 15 from the field, 6 for 7 from the 3-point line. On the losing side. All right. Walk down, went to Slime. Slime Town, we already know. Walk down, walk them boys out the court, boy. All right, let me see if I find another good game for week 1. Okay, this is a great series right here. This was a great series. We have St. Vincent's against VGF, known as Slithered. VGF Slithered, known as VGF Reloaded. All right, these two are my top supporters in the WWL, man. I shout out to these guys, man. I appreciate them a lot. TMG Rico, VGF Unguardable. Shout out to these boys, man. All right, so in this game we have St. Vincent / St. Mary, 67-59, and leading the way for this team is CMG Rico, 26 points, 7 rebounds, 11 assists. He shot 11 for 20 from the field, 2 for 5 on the 3-point line. On the losing side, we got Clutch Oh God, 19 points, 1 rebound, 2 assists. He shot 8 for 16 from the field, 3 for 6 from the 3-point line. Okay, let's look at the box scores. I could tell you a little bit how the game went through the box score. So it looked like not a high scoring. It was mostly a lot of defense because you can tell 23-16. Then in the second quarter, 15-12, 13-18. So it was a lot of back and forth defense, as you can see in the box scores too. The turnovers was limited, was 7-12. I mean 7-5, but that wasn't bad. 10-5 wasn't bad at all. Okay, the assists, you could tell about who really got the momentum going by the assists. See, Rico team St. Mary had 20 assists. This other team had 16, and also the boards, ladies and gentlemen, the boards matter. You gotta get them You gotta get them offensive and defensive boards. So when you win the board game, you win the game. Let me tell you that. You win majority of the game when you win the board game. Gotta win the board game. All right, second game after this, and then we're gonna call it a wrap. All right, so this is the second game, ladies and gentlemen. 83-76. We got 83-76. We got VG Unguardable. Oh, I gave St. Mary the win. I gotta go back and give Unguardable the win. Oh, I messed up. Dang. I was moving too fast. Look at this.
Easy fix.
Yeah, easy fix. Unguardable winning 83-73. Shout out to Unguardable. 83-76. You got Unguardable with 31 points, 1 rebound, 11 assists. They shot 14 for 16 from the field, 3 for 3 from the 3-point line. And on the losing side, we have J Lynn 33F. J Lynn 33F. Yeah, if I butcher your name, my bad. J Lynn 3F. He had 23 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, 10 for 12 from the field, and 3 for 4 from the 3-point line. So shout out to this guy right here, man. He tried, but unguardable was too much. It was just too much. All right. VGF reloaded. And VG, I'm not gonna lie, I like the Slitter logo better, man. I love that logo, man. That was a great logo. You need to bring that logo back, man. That was a great logo. So all in all, was a good week. You know, shout out to all the teams. You know, I try to do the games that's impressive. You know, I like doing the games that's impressive. Let me see.
Competition both defensively and offensively.
Offensively.
Blowouts.
You know what? Let me do this last series because I just seen that Just Hoop versus BG Unguardable was a good series. It was tied 1-1. All right, so this is the last series, and then I'm gonna call it a wrap. All right, so Just Hoop, we got Just Hoop 90 points over 66 over VG Reloaded. We got Please No Fade. He got 30 points, 11 assists. He shot the ball 10 for 11 from the field, 8 for 9 from the 3-point line. And on the losing side, we have Unguardable, 25 points, 12 assists, 2 steals, 11 for 17 from the field, 2 for 6 from the 3-point line. All right. Let me see. It was a good game. It was high power, mostly a lot of offense coming from Just Hoop. And I just gotta see how this game is because 10 for 11 from the field, that's a little crazy. I ain't gonna lie. That kind of got my radars up. I want to see 10 for 11, 8 for 9 from the 3-point line. That's a little. I hope nobody ain't using no assistance. I'm praying to God. I hope not. All right, let's check it out. Okay. All right,
yeah,
here.
only 2 of his shots was 3-pointers. Everything else was 3-pointers.
Yeah, I want to see how open was he. You know what I'm saying? No speculations here, but I want to check out that game some more. All right, so Unguardable came out winning this game. VGF Reloaded winning this game, 77-72. Unguardable with 27 points, 13 assists, 10 for 12 from the field, 3 for 5 from the 3-point line, leading the way. And on the losing side, we got Kobe Fade, 30 points, 1 rebound, 3 assists, 10 for 17 from the field, 8 for 14 for the 3-point line. All right. Not a bad series. This was a good series, too. Shout out to them, boys. All right, now we're done. All right, I just want to touch base one more time on if anybody's watching, please, next week Tuesday, the G League will kick off. All right, trying to get all the teams that was at the bottom of their conference. That means if you was the number 9 team down, you can play in the G League. Even if you have all-stars on your team, you can play in the WWL, okay? And check out the vintage logos that we got here. You know what I'm saying? We are a league with many logos, all right? This is the letterhead, and these are the floor logos right here to the left, okay? But this is the main letterhead logo, right? I got another logo I will be pasting up there, okay? So please, if you want to play in the G League, and the reason why my prices is a little high because I like bigger pots. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the G League. Hey, who want to play for $600? let's play for $1,000. You know what I'm saying? Or $800. Let's play. Let's aim our stakes high. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I charge the way I charge, because I think people want a big pot. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't wait to go to the pro league to touch a big pot. You could touch a big pot too in the G League. You know what I'm saying? A little $1,000 in your pocket ain't gonna hurt nobody. I like to pay out big, right?
Ain't gonna hurt nobody.
Everybody know Bonnie Killer over here in the WWL like to pay out big. Okay.
Get a 4-5.
You know what I'm saying? So next week we'll come back on the show. We talk about rivalry week. We have a couple key games for the rivalry week. I'm about to tell you right now. A couple key games that I'm gonna be looking for. Don't lie. I'm gonna tell you right now. Hit this. So where we in week 2, right? Rivalry week. So a couple key games I'm gonna be looking for is we're gonna be VGF against Sour Buckets. Like I said before, Reloaded and Prodigy them used to play with each other last season. I don't know what transpired. I didn't get no insight out the locker room, so I didn't know no info out the locker room what transpired for the breakup. Why Prodigy and his guys left, Money 21 and them guys left and went to Sour Buckets. So maybe they got a deal, a better deal, a better cut when it comes to the prize money. I don't know. And another game, key series we're gonna be looking into, St. Mary's against Sour Buckets. That's a good one too. St. Mary's against Sour Buckets. And also, what else what's another series? Where Pink Tacos at? Pink Tacos against VG Reloaded. I'll be looking at that too. And also Pink Tacos against St. Mary. That's going to be 2 good series to look for this week. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure tune in next week. We're going to be live again. All right. We're going to be live again and we're going to be talking about what transpired in week 2. And once again, this show is sponsored. We are sponsored by Badge Rise Grinder. Okay, so remember, Badge Rise Grinder. If you're looking for a crew that can get you right, because you don't have a time because you're busy with your everyday life, go to Rise Badge Grinder. He got a lot of packages, ladies and gentlemen. He got different packages. He got the rebirth package, non-rebirth package. He have packages on the bill specializer, but you got to understand, when you're dealing with Rise, if you want that rush job, you got to pay more. You know what I'm saying? If you want that little week or 2 to get your my player back up to peak performance, you pay the regular premium price, whatever it is his premium price is. But if you want that exclusive and you want that rush job, you gotta pay that money. And so don't be cheap. If you know you don't got the time to grind, go to Rise Badge Grinder. Right? They'll get you right. And just tell them Uncle Bonnie sent you. And he'll give you $30 off. Okay? Whatever his package deal is, he'll give you $30 off. Alright? So remember, Badge Grinder. And this is my brother. He's gonna tell you what his social is, where you can find him, and he be hooping. He got a couple of Hoff games coming on. He got a lot of big things going on with him and his crew. So he'll tell you how to reach him.
Reach me at S0B X, the best ever on Twitch now. Change Clans, and right now I'm opening off the Bodega Cats, the second unit. And also tune into my streams. I hoop every day, but you'll see me post when we live in Hoff games. Trying to get better. We sponsored over there, trying to get better, and also tune in for SOB games too as well. We're going to be coming to WWL League. We probably starting the pro honest with you, Bounty, because you have 5 that's good enough to be in.
Oh.
We just going to take our licks. You know what I'm saying?
So
if it happens.
So you go to Pro League?
If we come in this season, it'll be straight to the Pro League, to be honest with you.
I mean,
you know
I respect that.
So,
I respect that.
So we just got to finish up this half league because it's taking up a lot of time so we can play together as a unit.
Okay.
What's name? So.
There ain't nothing wrong with that. Me?
Other than that.
Me, myself, I'm starting in the G League. Listen, like Drake said, started from the bottom, I'm here. Started from the bottom, now my whole team is in, and you know what I'm saying? You gotta start from the bottom, man, because I ain't gonna lie, we ain't looking good at all for the Pro League. I ain't gonna waste my time. We gotta get the fundamentals right. We gotta get everything right. Communication, everything right. There's teams out there that will assassinate you. And I don't want to be assassinated, even though I do get shot up, but I don't want to get shoot up too bad. You feel what I'm saying? But shout out to everybody that came through for the recap show, season 23, first week. You didn't burn nothing down, but it's okay. But shout out to everybody that came through. Shout out to everybody. You know how like I said, we here. We ain't going nowhere. We probably lost a couple people, but they'll be back because like I said, ain't no other league doing what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? They just imitators, and I still ain't opened up the vault yet to show people what we really have. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, it's not me. My goal is so you guys can understand before I leave. My goal as a commissioner and a person that runs this league is to make sure everybody have an equal chance at the bag. If 2K is messing up and they doing some nut crap because they don't want to put the demo out no more for us to test their game and to complain to them before the game launch officially what they need to change in the game. You know what I'm saying? It's not our fault that we want to make sure that the 7-4s who was running wild in the beginning of the game is not, you know, people's not over cheesing with them. And the fade, people was cheesing with the fade, with the rhythm stick.
Crazy.
Whites, nothing but whites, and with the rhythm stick. So it was a little crazy. You know what I'm saying? So we got to make sure we got to eliminate that and have everybody on the same playing field. This is money we dealing with. You know what I'm saying? People taking out their time to donate. This is not a donation. You know what I'm saying? People don't want to donate money. They want to feel like they giving the money so they could win back some money. You know what I'm saying? To the league. You know what I'm saying? So I got to make sure I do my job, and my staff too got to make sure that everybody have an even chance at the bag. You feel what I'm saying? A lot of these other leagues don't do what I do. They don't care. They allow all the nonsense because they don't care about the people and the product. I care about the people and the product. I want to make sure when you win in the WWL league, anybody that win in this league, like I said, if you can win here, you can win anywhere because you did it the right way. You did it the right way. You did it the right way. You didn't use no cheating device. If you do a little, you know, if you cheese a little bit, everybody cheese a little bit, but you did it the right way. Here, you could stand on saying like, yo, be proud that you win a chip here, whether it's the G League, whether it's the Pro League, that you win a chip here at the WWL League. We want when you can win here, you got the confidence that you can go to a half league and win, that you can go to another league, and any league that's certified by the 2K community, that you can go there and win games. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's Hoff, whether it's UPA, that you can go and win. You got the confidence because you know why? You did it here at the WWL the right way. That's why for my day ones, I be rooting. I be rooting for my day ones. I want to see Prodigy host the trophy up. I want to see Unguarded, Rico, cats that been with me for a minute. I want to see y'all host the trophy up. So if y'all say, you know what, Bounty, nothing but love. I feel like we conquered WWL now. Now I can go here and do what you can do. Or maybe y'all could stay here and be like 6-time champions like Mike and then go somewhere. You know what I'm saying? But I just want people to know my job is to make sure as a commissioner that all the GMs have an even playing field. All right. So that's it from your boy. It's getting late. My Knicks about to start. About to go watch my Knicks game. And, shout out to everybody. You know what I'm saying? You know how we ended on the stream. In God I trust. In God I trust. God gonna turn all my enemies to dust. A bounty killer, verse 45. Please settle 45. Peace. We out.
Peace. Out of here.